And the evidentiary hearing in the Luigi Mangione case resumed this morning. Before the proceedings began, a defense attorney placed a lengthy objection on the record. Our reporter Arleen Richards was in the courtroom, and she's here now with the latest on that objection and witness testimony. Arleen, good to see you. What was the objection from the defense, and how did the judge respond?
Good afternoon, Steph. Yes, the defense got up this morning and first thing said that they had been having discussions with the judge over these last few days about certain items of evidence that could be provided to the media. And she said that there was a video which she called Exhibit 3A. And she said the video was something that was not used in the courtroom with any of the witnesses. It was never shown in the courtroom. And in their discussions, the defense had said they didn't want that video to be released to the media. Well, on the anniversary of the day that they had arrested Luigi Mangione, that video was released. And she's saying that it was unlawfully released, that the prosecution released it because they wanted to discriminate or prejudice her client's defense, and that she wanted the judge to do something about that. She said that, you know, her client already has been in custody. He's been treated unfairly, and now they're putting out videos that weren't supposed to be put out. And the judge responded that he was going to treat this video like any other video. He said that at the time of trial, there will be instructions given to the jury, and that he didn't see where this video was any different from the other. But the thing is, she's placed this on the record so that if after the trial he is convicted, she can get the court transcripts and bring this up on appeal. And on appeal, she can say to the appellate court that she believes that the judge did not provide the proper ruling for her objection.
All right, and we've been seeing hints of the prosecution's case through this hearing as well. Has the defense used this opportunity to lay out their likely defense at trial?
Yeah, all along, the defense has been saying that these police officers in Altoona, Pennsylvania, are a small outfit. They're a small police force. They don't get much action in Altoona, Pennsylvania, and that they responded above and beyond how they normally would have responded to an individual who showed a fake ID. She said that, you know, initially from the time that the two officers came into the McDonald's and thereafter when several more officers came in, which amounted to about 13 officers total, her client was in custody. He was essentially in custody because he couldn't move. He couldn't leave. He couldn't get up. He couldn't reach his belongings. He was essentially in custody, all because he provided a fake ID. Now, she's saying that this prejudiced her client. He was not able to access his items in his backpack, and that no other person that has provided a fake ID would have been treated this way. And she feels as though they violated a lot of his constitutional rights. And because they violated a lot of his constitutional rights, a lot of this evidence should be thrown out of the case, as well as statements that he made.
Now, the witness today was a supervising officer with the Altoona, Pennsylvania Police Department. Did his testimony address the defense's characterization of constitutional violations?
Well, the officer on the stand now is Lieutenant William Handley, and he was the most senior officer on the scene at the time that Luigi Mangione was arrested in the McDonald's. Now, he testified that he normally stays in the office because he's more of an administrator. And he got the call from one of the officers on the scene that they believed that they had the man who did the shooting in the New York City murder of the CEO. So unusually, he gets up, he grabs his things, and he starts on his way to McDonald's. Now, he said that this is unusual for him because he never goes on scene most of the time unless it's something serious. And because he decided to go on scene, other officers found out about it, and they became more curious. He said that he got a couple of calls from some of the officers, and he did not instruct them to go to the McDonald's, but they went there anyway. And he said they have a policy within the station that officers should be more proactive. If there's something going on and they feel that they can assist another officer because the force is so small, then they should be proactive in going to wherever it is to help out. And he believes that a lot of these officers came because they realized that this could be a serious situation and that they all wanted to come and help out. Now, there was another thing that was addressed by this lieutenant, and that was the search and seizure. Now, there's been testimony on and on about whether or not they should have gotten a warrant. Now, he was the senior officer at the scene, so he takes rank over the corporal and the sergeant that were there. And I believe the corporal and the sergeant both had mentioned that maybe there should be a warrant. So he made it clear today on the stand that as the senior officer, he had made the call that it was a search incident to arrest and that they all stood there and watched the search because it was the right thing to do. Steph?
All right. Arleen Richards, look forward to hearing your next updates. Thank you.